Hey guys, it's Edith here. Welcome back to another Let's Talk on ModestlyE, where we're learning to make our life elegant, seemingly effortless, and all the while empowering. And today, I want to be talking about what it means to be a strong Black woman. Right before Black History Month ends, it's the last one I have for you guys. And I recently got a compliment. I don't even know if I should call it a compliment, that I was a strong Black woman, and it had me wondering. So let's get right into it. So I know I just said let's get right into it, but right before we get into it, if this is your first time here and you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom, right next to the notification bell. Also hit that button so every time I post something new, you do see it. My dear ladies, Black History Month is ending. February is at an end. We're in the last couple days of it, or the last day of it actually. And before it ends, I just wanted to tackle the topic. What does it mean to be a strong Black woman? It is something that has been on my mind the whole month of February, because I did actually get a compliment from somebody. And I'm saying compliment, and I don't even know if it should be considered a compliment, because when I got it, it didn't feel like a compliment. I was telling somebody about my schooling and some other things in my life, and they're just like, wow, you're a very strong Black woman. And I was like, why are you calling me a strong Black woman? Why couldn't you have just said, I'm strong, I'm dedicated? Or I just didn't know why they precised it as me being a strong Black woman specifically. So as I had questions, I needed answers. So I went and asked a couple of friends and mothers, including my own, what it meant to be a strong Black woman. And I got a few interesting answers. It started interesting discussions, conversations. It brought up other questions as well. And today I'm going to share some definitions after all that discussion and searching that I got from what it means to be a strong Black woman. One person, as a response to my question, said, that question does not come with a one-size-fits-all response. What it means can definitely be rooted in who is being asked and the circumstances that impact how they view themselves. That's a valid answer. Very, very valid. Another person told me that there are different perspectives. A strong Black woman is someone who can take care of her own self. She is very driven, be independent of a male, and makes a positive statement wherever she goes. However, this should not be confused with not getting help from a man at all. You gotta know when you need help. I thought that this one was also very valid, that being strong does not necessarily mean that you don't need help. You gotta know when you need help. When you need help, you ask for it. And that is part of the definition of being strong. So I found that a very, very good definition of what a strong Black woman is. A third answer that I highlighted or got very often was that the term is very different for everybody. A self-proclaimed feminist will tell you something very different than a woman back in Africa. This one I agree big time with. And it goes back to the first one. It really depends on the life you're living, how you define yourself, the culture you're in, what you're surrounded by, for you to have a definition of what a strong Black woman is. Like the person said here, a self-proclaimed feminist will tell you something very, very different than a woman back in Africa. Or the definition of a strong Black woman from a feminist point of view is very different than a woman back in Africa, because they have different circumstances, different struggles. Everything is different, right? Different lifestyles. The battle is completely different. Are you guys ready for number 4? This one is a big one. It raised all kinds of questions. It brought a whole discussion, and it highlighted some points that nobody else was highlighting in their answers. So that's why I have this one on the list. It's very different, but all the while very true as well. So number 4, the person said, I don't know why we have a term such as a strong Black woman. It insinuates that the Black woman's strength is that of unnecessary independence and bitterness because it comes with a negative annotation. It's so typical of a Black woman who is single with a child, working probably 2 or 3 jobs, and associate that with strength, when that is not what strength means. That's actually bitterness. So these are a few of the many answers I got. I just placed them in categories, but number 4 was just huge, to say that the fact that we call ourselves a strong Black woman stems from bitterness. Guys, do put your comments below. I do want to hear what you think about all these different definitions of what it means to be a strong Black woman. But even though I had asked all these people what your definition was, I still had to go to Google. Because you know Google has all the answers all the time. So that's what I did. I went on Google, I typed it up, what does it mean to be a strong Black woman? And odd enough, I got an answer. So Google called this the Black Superwoman Syndrome. I have never heard of this. So what is the Black Superwoman Syndrome? Is the pressure and expectation of a woman of color to manage multiple roles of the mother, worker, homemaker, student, and any other roles that usually includes to one person or sex. Keep in mind that this is very, very different than a career woman. Very interesting. I wouldn't condemn anybody's answer. I wouldn't say anybody's answer is right or wrong. The definition of a strong Black woman has so many aspects to it that everybody's input cannot possibly be wrong. Like one person or many people defined it to be. It really depends on your experience and what you have gone through for you to give a definition of what a strong Black woman. So as I sit here, I'm going to give you my definition of what a strong Black woman is today. And this is one that I am at peace with. I've settled with it. And I think it's good. So I want to share it with you guys. So the definition of a strong Black woman is a woman of color whose works speaks for herself. Wherever she goes, she's a role model. She's an example to others. People want to learn from her and figure out what exactly she does and how she does it. She is graceful, a hard worker, and makes ends meet despite all her struggles of color and of sex. She doesn't claim the title, but it is given to her. What do you think? Do you think the title of a strong Black woman is something we should claim for ourselves and achieve to be? Or is it something that should be given to us as we are trying to be the best person we can be? If you do want to continue the discussion, let's do so in the comment section below. Let me know what your definition of a strong Black woman is and what it is not, and where you're learning your strength from. If you do like these Let's Talk videos, don't forget to share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button at the bottom. And I'll be bringing you more and more videos, more and more discussions, and more stuff to talk about. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time. Bye.